Hey everyone, welcome to Reverse Homesteading. I thought I would do a garden tour for summer, and I have my coffee safe in here so that I don't spill it. And I'll show you a little bit of what's new here. So we are in Melbourne, Australia, in the Southern Hemisphere, so Christmas is at the hottest part of the year in summertime, so we're just waiting for New Year's. It'll be 35 degrees today, so I thought I'd come out here while it was a little bit cooler before I have to cover up some of my new little plants. So this is a white frangipani with a yellow centre. These are pink frangipanis. I believe they have a yellow centre. They were given to me. This is my little ginger plant, shooting from ginger I got in the supermarket. You just have to make sure the little bumps, the little growth nodes are still on there because often they cut them off. Took a while actually, I thought it wasn't going to shoot. This is a tree potato, a potato vine, not your normal potato, and so is that one. A friend gave us that, just normal English mint, although I should just say mint because our English friends might query that. They talked about English peas once, and they said English peas? I just meant green peas. Oh my goodness, this has been left a long time. My nasturtium is flowering now. I have not been getting things out of the greenhouse, as you can tell. It has been a busy season with Christmas. Oh, this is so cute. It's a little sweet palmaro, chili, or pepper, and the rest, sad looking perpetual spinach here that's been left a bit too long. But yes, it hasn't been my focus, the garden has been. These are tomatoes that were slow to start, and I've pulled them out of the greenhouse so they can get a bit of sun. And I'll pep them up with some manure, and because I garden organically, and perhaps some seaweed extract for those as well. So we have our raspberries newly planted here. This one is a tulamine and this one is a chilcotin. So they're both floricanes, so they fruit on their old wood, so don't cut too much off them for winter. These are honeydew here and here and here. Honeydew melon. Oh, something's bitten that. It was under a plant pot, but obviously something got to it. It's been sort of hot the last day or so, so I've had plant pots over my newly planted little seedlings. So the video didn't work the other day for planting. Well, actually there are about 4 videos because I changed the view. I planted my sweet potato finally. So this is purple with a purple outside in the middle. So I bought that from the shop, but the rest I grew as cuttings basically. So I put the sweet potato in a jar of water. So I have white skinned and 2 different kinds of purple skinned. One that goes purple when you cook it on the inside and one that doesn't. And I have just a normal orange skin and orange on the inside, as well as the purple inside and outside. Here we have my corn. It's an incredible F1 hybrid, going pretty well under my little plant covers. There are also a few tomatoes here, black crim, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my thornless Chester blackberry here, and a cutting of it here, which I have yet to plant. The weather got a bit warm again, so I didn't want to plant it too soon. Up here we have my little grandchildren's sand drying out because it got wet. Large heritage tomatoes, yellow ones called pineapple. There's a pineapple striped in another place. This is a cute stuffing pepper, small orange, good for jalapeno poppers I guess, but it's not hot. This is another pineapple. This is my Moore Park apricot, which is starting to colour up. There are 3 apricots on there. 4 forage. All of my violets along the fence, which were here already. I noticed them when we disturbed all of the soil, and I thought, oh my goodness, they're violets. They're right up here. I have a friend with violets all along the border of her garden, and I said, oh, I've always loved your violets. She said, oh, my mum planted those. She didn't actually like them. This is a San Marzano paste tomato, so is that one. So are the next couple, I think. I really have to trellis them, but I've been busy. This is my Sweet Sensations nectarine. Just planted this year. Everything here has been planted this year because we had soil and weedy trees around the border of the garden. That's all we had here when we first came here almost a year ago. So that's going well. The net's on for possums, birds and fruit fly because we have fruit fly in Melbourne now. Sadly, these are my spent bulbs from winter and spring. This is a hyacinth that never flowered. The other one that I got from the same place never flowered either. So I'm not sure. I think I got it too late in the season. It didn't have enough time to grow before the weather changed. This is a hollyhock that I relocated and chopped back, and it's just about to flower. So I'm really excited about that. I don't even know what colour it is. I grew it from seed. It was part of a mix in a seed packet. This is my Denise blueberry. Got some nice little blueberries off there this year. This is my Granny Smith apple. It has 2 apples on it. As with everything else, first year in the ground. 1 and another smaller one up here. So that's pretty cool. I'll just run along the fence here. This is my Blue Rose blueberry. They're both northern high bush varieties, so I probably should get an alternating variety for better pollination, but we seem to get a lot of blueberries, so I'm not really sure we need to do that. This is the pollinating partner for the Granny Smith, although this year this is a Pink Lady apple, my hubby's favourite. This year I only planted this year and I only got it at the last minute. I couldn't see them in the shops when I wanted them. I finally saw this one, and it was green. It had green leaves, bright green leaves in winter, which is unusual for an apple tree and not what's supposed to be happening. So obviously grown in a greenhouse setting or some sort of protected setting. And I thought, what do? Do I plant it in winter with green leaves and then the leaves will fall off? And there are a few videos on that actually. I'll link one of those here. But it eventually came back, but then it flowered a bit late, so you can see the end of the flowers. So I'm thinking they're probably not pollinated and it's a bit late now. But that's okay, they should adjust and both be flowering at more of the same time, the Granny Smith and the Pink Lady. So make sure your apples are well suited to whatever they're going to be pollinated with. That was only a problem because I bought it with leaves in winter, but it was the last one. This is a blackcurrant, and this is a blackcurrant as well. There were 2 blackcurrants on this one this year. This is a mango tree I grew from a seed. It will grow true to type because it's a Bowen mango, otherwise known as a Kensington Pride mango. What is that little fly there? Not your average fly, but it's not a fruit fly. So this has been a little sad. I've had it under frost covers, but I noticed the other day it's finally got a green shoot. I still haven't straightened up that stem. I was waiting till the sap was flowing properly and then I forgot. And then I didn't have a stake that was long enough. Goodness. These are green zebra tomatoes here, and another one back here, which got damaged when this stump was pared back. So this stump's going to get taken out, so I'm not supposed to have planted things near it. I thought hubby was going to just cut it off, but no, it's going to get pulled out, so that other tomato might not last. This is the possums have been eating some of the leaves of my tomato plants, but I don't have the resources to cover every single thing for the possums. Anyway, this is our beautiful, well, it will be. It's a black olive. I don't think it's a Spanish olive, but it did fruit last year. As you can see, it's well established, and hubby just cut off, just didn't get around to it, hubby just cut off all of the shoots that were coming from the base. So this tree was actually taken down to the ground, I would say, and then it reshot here, who knows how many decades ago, maybe two or three decades ago. And it was just a mess of foliage, and most of the plants' fruit was in the garden next door, in our neighbour's garden, overhanging, which I'm sure they didn't mind, and they have an olive tree too, so they were probably helping to pollinate each other. We took this off last year after it stopped fruiting, and I was waiting for more of these shoots to come up so that it could support the tree when we took the canopy that was overhanging the fence off, which I've only just done that, but these should sustain the tree whilst it grows another canopy, so we may not get fruit this year, but that's okay. Here we have butternut pumpkins here, and here, which is way overplanted, but I had a lot of trouble germinating them, so then I overplanted. But at least I got some up. In the middle there is a zucchini. Oh, it's a Lebanese one. I was thinking, oh no, the Lebanese is a cucumber, but no, it's a Lebanese zucchini. Another Thai chili or Thai hot pepper. They're grown by seed. They're ones that did work, and I gave a couple away as well. Beetroot's doing well. I think it's Perfect 3 from DTB Seeds. These are snack peppers grown from seed in the supermarket. You know, the little ones you can just eat. These are potato onions. They're growing really well. First year having those. So they're going to seed a little bit. Ooh, you're not supposed to be on there. Little tiny snail. Nasturtium for colour and bees, of course. That's a dwarf one actually. This, due to the garden beds switching around, I had to relocate the beetroot, which is really not recommended, but it was a couple of days ago, and I actually think it's doing okay. It's a bit more upright than it was, just the one. So there you go. Glad that worked. Alright, around here we have a newly planted little habanero seedling. Lots of chard or silver beet. Going to seed here we have sugarloaf cabbage, which goes all the way over there. And we have our now 3-headed cabbage behind this other one, so this is separate. But yeah, 3 cabbages coming off there. It was 4 sugarloaf ones. Thai pink egg tomato, and the second one here. Have our kohlrabi still producing seed for us. It's a little bit dried. I guess that's enough seed. I can probably pull that out. We have a beautiful, beautiful Savoy cabbage. Thai pink egg. I'm getting seed from this. I think it's a Great Lakes lettuce, but it was just so hardy all the way through winter. I wanted a seed from it. So it's been poking through the top, so it'll be fine. Here's our asparagus bed, which, due to lack of space, I planted other things in. I wasn't sure if it was going to be asparagus forever, but anyway, Thai pink egg tomatoes. Coming along nicely. And these are our Brussels sprouts from last year that were just so tiny, and they were a little bit stunted because the other plants were so high around them. And I'm going to keep them in there and plant some more seed. Then we'll have our Brussels sprouts all ready. This is a bunch of trees. What have I got in here? They're not calling them Persian figs anymore. They're calling them baby figs in the shops. this little one in here. I grew that from seed. I've got a persimmon grown from seed. I bought this one. It's a port wine magnolia. Frangipani, Australian frangipani grown from seed. That is a feijoa, or a pineapple guava. That is a, oh goodness, it's lost its top leaves. That's a Confederate rose, or a rose of Sharon, grown from a cutting from a friend. This is a pomegranate grown from seed. And I think that's it for that bunch. And out of my significant pot plants, there's also this white Genoa fig, which was looking a bit poorly, so I've had it in the shade and it's come right back. It's very happy, so I'll find a place for that this season. My sad little pineapple that I'm growing roots for, I don't think it'll fruit here. I've tried to grow fruit from pineapples here before, but it was in the Yarra Valley, which is a lot colder, so maybe it'll work here, I'm not really sure. Here we have broad ripple currant tomato that's been eaten by the possums. Here we've got Tigerella 1, 2, 3. This is my leaf pile. So we have a lot of rats and possums and things that will go through your compost if you had fruit or really interesting things in there. So my fruit and really interesting things go in here, so different stages of production there. So that's like a compost bin, but it's kind of rat proof. Well, nothing's got into there yet, I don't think. Red cherry tomatoes, 1, 2, 3. That's a butter bean, another butter bean here. Tangelo tree. Cocktail truss, which are supermarket larger, not really cherry tomatoes. Some more beans, sunshine blue blueberry, a lone little black-eyed pea, or black-eyed bean for some reason. There was only one. That is also a butter bean there, this one. This is a Tahitian lime. This is a lone pine tomato, relocated from over there in a hurry when trees were coming out. My Daruba plants, Wandon Red, which I love because it reminds me of the Yarra Valley in Wandon. And this is a Victoria Red. Of course, there's also rhubarb in green. Another sunshine blue blueberry. A little bit of a sad dwarf stringless bean. And the others along here for the next little bit will be that as well. This is an Amish paste tomato, and quite a few of the other ones up here will be. This is a turtle bean or a black bean, Eureka lemon, great little lemon, an Italian variety, and also not so many thorns. They're a bit harder to find sometimes. This is another Amish paste, sunshine blue blueberry, pioneer stringless bean again, and more Amish paste tomatoes, native currant. They really like the warmer weather. This will grow quite a bit bigger, so I will put an espalier frame up for it. More Amish paste tomatoes. The possums are eating them too. But I can't net everything. It would be so expensive. And some more butter beans along here as well. There are a couple of snake beans that were already past them. The label must have fallen down. This is a Panama passion fruit that I grew from seed, and still haven't taken out these scruffy little things. And a couple of bromeliads here from a friend, and the same friend gave me a couple of 1, 2 orchids. She isn't even sure what they are. She found them at someone's house. They were throwing them away. She did ask. Here's our newly planted potato patch. They're Gippsland Golds. I just plant the whole potato. I don't worry about cutting them up. There's an assortment of strawberries here. Up the top we've got sweetest variety. These I'm actually not sure. I think they're ones that my friends gave me that have a pink flower. My other strawberries are over here. They're sweetest as well up the top. Sweetest here. And the pink flowered ones down the bottom. Look at that stem. It's huge. Very healthy. I haven't long put some manure on those. I'm going to have to wait until this one's dormant, Ruby Sensation Peach, before I plant it. Clementine, mandarin, more borage for the bees. Slippery silk beans, which are fantastic, much better than any other kind of bean, I think, anyway, because you don't have to soak the dry bean. You just boil it for 20 minutes and it's nice and tender. There's some Thai basil here, because the Thai basil just did not sprout. I should probably try again, there's probably some time. Okra, I keep going to call it okra. Okra, Clemson spineless, Thai chili, 1, 2, 3 from the shop because they didn't sprout in time. Another okra here. Sorry, that's a cucumber here. It's a long green cucumber here and under the borage just there. And there's also a spaghetti squash there, grown from seed. This is our other potato patch. These are Dutch cream in here, just planted the other day, and they're getting leaves. This is my Lappin's cherry. They have really big cherries apparently, which is kind of cool. They also have really big leaves. It's pretty happy. It was just a stick when I bought it. I got it for $10 Australian, and that was in the end of winter, I think. So I thought maybe it won't do anything. Oh, look, we've got a little friend. Didn't see that yesterday. Can't see it properly. I think it's a golden orb spider. Good to have spiders in the garden. Helps to show that you're doing things organically. These are my Jerusalem artichokes or sunchokes. They wilt a bit whenever there's a hot day, these two, because they're in a smaller pot, I think. So you've got to keep the water up to them if they're in a pot. These ones don't do the wilting thing so much. This is a water tank I brought back from Queensland. We had a larger property up there. Not massive for Queensland. These are horseradish. I bought the little roots online. Actually hard to find in shops. So they're in a pot so they don't escape. I'm still considering putting them in here or not because they could stay in there forever. I used to have cucamelons in there, which was very cute because they trail over the side. So I might do that with horseradish in the middle. But then there's still nothing in winter. But anyway, you can't have something in winter all the time, can you? More sunchokes, the Jerusalem artichokes, Stella cherries. Recently got cherries off here. And I recently saw cherry tree slugs. But, oh, there's one more. I took them off with a wet cloth. So that's my little garden for early summer. And if you keep watching, you'll see a lot more updates. So I hope you're having fun in your garden. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.